to the Scarlet Wolf podcast with Brown Wolf and Scarlet. Introducing my co-host, Scarlet. Sorry about that.
Oh, hi again. My name's Scarlet. It's good to be and introduce my host.
Sorry, I think we lost you there for a few seconds, but you're back up.
I couldn't hear what you were saying.
Sorry. Yeah, I think the voice connection is going up and down. I can see here.
Yeah.
I guess we'll keep going. As many of you can probably tell, it's our first podcast, and we haven't tested out much yet.
Yeah, we're really shooting from the hip in this case, but I guess it's kind of part of the fun of it.
Yeah, we're not going to be the co-optional podcast or even Dice Funk right out the bat.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Humble beginnings. These are our humble beginnings. Now that I said humble, they're not humble anymore.
It's a humble brag.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So with that, I guess we should just talk about how we met each other. I think we both met on the Dice Funk community.
Yeah, and for those of you who don't know, Dice Funk is a great D&D podcast that you should do. It's about Z-list internet celebrities playing D&D, not fighting D&D.
I think Lauren is at least more than a Z-list. She's probably like a D or C. And even that sounds terrible to me, but...
Oh, yeah, good point.
Sorry, guys. I don't know if any of them are listening, but sorry. And you're welcome to come on this podcast.
All right.
Yeah.
So Dice Funk. That's how we met.
Yeah.
What's it called? The Discord where
I think it's called the Funky Shack.
Right.
Yeah. It's the Funky Shack. I think if you look up Dice Funk on YouTube, you can look at the description of one of the videos, and there's an invite there if anyone's interested in joining the community.
Yeah, it's a nice little place.
Oh, yeah.
They've got a box for everything. Even a few things that I didn't think would have boxes.
Oh, yeah, there was a couple that surprised me.
Yeah.
Then again, it was my, I started using Discord for Dice Funk.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had heard of it before, but I thought it was more like Skype. I didn't realize it was like a chat room.
Yeah. I try and explain Discord to people, and they don't understand how great it is. I really love Discord.
Yeah, me too. I'm a part of a couple communities. Dice Funk's probably the one I'm most active in.
I used to be really active there, and then I moved on to others.
Yeah.
But I'm also not as into Dice Funk as I used to. But I think that's just because I haven't listened.
Yeah. So you're not happy with season 6, or did you fall off before that?
No, I really liked season. Princess Slime and King Badass that's as fuck. It's so.
Oop, I think we lost you there.
It's because I trailed off, I think.
No worries.
My thoughts mostly begin and end with King Badass and
yeah, Lime and so Lime, Cordelia, and Blake are probably the only characters I really care about in the season right now.
Really?
Yeah, Nifix, she has a very interesting arc, but man, she has just gone full on like the new Joker movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true. And like I watched it all happen and I get why it happened, but I still wish things had,
Yes.
like I get it.
Yeah, I get it too. And it's weird because a lot of people bring this up. I think me and Lemon Draven don't really like Nifix that much, but we can't explain why we like Cordelia and Blake so much compared to Nifix. Because they're all awful people, except maybe King.
I think maybe Cordelia has like joy to this, and Blake, his player has plays him with a that you know really comes.
Oop,
I
lost you
don't know
there.
how you define joy in this case, but I mean, I could see Cordelia do with like just the biggest smile on her face.
Yeah. So, see, actually, have you watched the latest episode?
Yeah,
So I'm starting to like Cordelia Nifix now a little more now that she's like confident and getting into the whole streaming personality thing.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I didn't like her goth phase as much.
Yeah,
Yeah, I still hope she
I totally
kills
agree.
Lancelot. I I don't know what it is about Lancelot. It's probably because he reminds me of someone who did something similar to me, but I want him dead. I want him dead so bad.
Yeah, Lancelot reminds me of someone too, but
Yeah.
I don't really want Lancelot to die yet, necessarily. Um, but I also probably missed something. Like
Uh, I mean,
my grasp
I,
of like anything is pretty shaky.
nah, it's just me being harsh on him. He hasn't done anything to warrant that quite yet, but he anytime he's on screen, he pisses you off.
Hmm.
Yeah. In fact, spoilers
So
for
like Jar Jar.
yeah. Well, spoilers for I think episode 26. I'm just gonna say that. I'm not sure off the top of the hand. There's a part where there's someone disguised as Lancelot, but he's doing this
Hmm.
evil speech, and the whole time, I personally thought that was Lancelot just being a jerk to King. Because it was
Yeah, like you
just,
could easily see it being him.
yeah. Yeah. So, what's your favorite season of Dice Funk?
That's a really hard question to answer.
Yeah.
I love season one, but season three would probably.
Yeah, I don't hear many people say
I
season
find
one.
Zoe really relatable.
Yeah, I love Zoe too. She probably season
Yeah.
3 is probably one of my top favorites. I have to go with 5
Hmm.
as my all-time favorite because that's just the one I kind of started with.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
So,
started with the first season, back in the day.
oh wow, I
It
don't
was
even know when
around
it
season.
started.
Sorry?
I don't even know when Dice Funk actually started. I don't know what like
What
year.
year was it? That's a great question. And see, if this was a real podcast, we would have all this shit together. Man,
Yeah, I
what
should have
year
done
did.
more research.
Here, what if I just Google it really quick? What year did Dice Fuck? Sorry. Yeah, it's a Google adventure. 2015 says Google.
Huh.
Thanks. All right.
So I actually, yeah,
Mystery solved. Good job, gang.
yeah.
Give me a Scooby snack already.
um, actually, that's kind of interesting. Were you into D&D before Dice Funk?
Yeah, I played a few times. I was never good at. I was always more into the role playing over the pen and paper number. You know,
Yeah.
creating characters,
See,
having them in.
I'm a little weird, and I know a couple people on the Discord are like this. I really had no experience with D&D before Dice Funk. Really, um, I
Really.
yeah. So how I came to Dice Funk is the first D&D podcast I got into was a Game Grumps one. Uh, it's called Dragon in
Oh yeah.
Places. Yeah, and
Mhm.
I only listened to it because I was a big Game Grumps fan at the time, and I got really into it.
Right. I was a Game Grumps fan too.
Yeah, but n- we won't go into that because it's a whole long story. But due to drama, that show is never coming back. So I was also listening to Podquisition, which I still listen to, and
Oh, I need to listen to that.
oh, it's great. It's not a video game podcast.
It's
It
not.
should be, but it's not. Too much to Lauren's chagrin. That's always really funny because Lauren has to always be the straight man in that show.
Oh, really? Yeah. She would be great as a straight man.
Yeah, it was hilarious. Um, so
Well, straight woman.
yeah, so anyway, she kept mentioning during when I think that show was on that she was playing a Yu-Gi-Oh wizard. I think was her exact plug for season 4.
Yu-Gi-Oh Wizard.
Yeah, Frank.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
and
how she
for the
described.
record.
Oh, okay. So anyway, to finish up the story, I had never really. I would always was hesitant because she would add things like 5e and like Valentine and it not being in like the normal D&D. So it's like, oh, I must have to know a lot about D&D to listen to that podcast.
Oh, right.
So I think I actually started listening to it because I was looking for one when the first episode of season 5 dropped, or at least in the first few.
Mm,
Yeah. And then I've gone back since and listened to every season.
nice.
Yeah. Probably one was the hardest to listen to just because of how the audio is.
Yeah, one is the hardest to listen to. Which is too bad because there's a lot of good stuff on there, but I can't really suggest
Yeah,
on
I only
if you're
suggested if
listening on
you
like good speakers.
oh, sorry I interrupted you. Again, I apologize.
Oh,
We're
that was
trying to get this figured out.
yeah, we're both extremely new at this. I'm really stumbling and worrying about a bunch of things, but it's fine. It's fine. We're going. It's good. We
Yeah.
got the stream of consciousness flow.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that rhymed.
So, actually, the first time I ever played Dice D&D was with you. Actually, in that campaign in Dice Funk, the Dice Funk server.
Oh yeah, which one was that?
That was the
Was
one with
I?
Rose, where I was playing the Tabaxi pirate.
Oh, you were a tabaxi. I didn't even realize. See, I was barely there for that.
Yeah,
Um,
you did do
I'm
that
really
awesome
bad
scene
at.
though.
Hmm?
You did help make that awesome scene where you were like using your guitar to get my vampire like crew to like listen to me.
Oh yeah. For context, I was playing a bar.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, that was one great scene. I love that part.
yeah,
That's like the one part I remember too.
yeah. Oh, actually, that reminds me. I think because there was some talk after the campaign ended that they want to do Supernova and like Kidney and all of them. They want to do like maybe a 10-year later. Did you ever do the your character's like epilogue?
No, I never did.
Ah, okay.
I guess now that you're calling me out on air,
Oh, I'm not calling you out. I was just curious if you wanted to like do it here. Sorry.
uh,
You don't
let's
have
see.
to.
It
I'm
was
sorry.
Remy.
I didn't mean to like put you on the spot. I just thought it'd be an interesting conversation. I'm sorry.
Um, yeah, I don't know if I could improvise that.
That's
See,
all
I
right.
didn't really get to know Remy all that well. Uh, she was just another bard to me, and I'm sorry, Remy. But it's true.
Yeah, that's fine. Not all characters are like gonna be great. I think during that campaign, I was also playing in a different one with Super that didn't follow D&D. We were playing like Marvel characters, and
Oh yeah, I remember that. I wish that one had gotten off the ground.
yeah, it just kept getting weird. I think the characters were too far apart with what they wanted to do.
Yeah, I was fine with doing whatever, and then I don't know.
Yeah,
It got too focused on my character thing because
yeah,
it was my character's work,
yeah,
and then the party was like Penelope. I think that's what her name.
yeah. I think it was she had the teddy bear, right?
Yeah, she did the demon teddy.
Yeah, and my character was. The joke was that he knew that you two weren't a thing, but he kept trying to ship you as a joke.
Right.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Oh yeah, that was really funny. I loved that because it was gonna feed into if we ever got to Cap's world because he was Cap Werewolf. That Cap's Werewolf's world is
Hmm.
like a horror movie like Resident Evil is like full of occult Nazi zombies and everything, and that's why he's so weird. He was supposed to be kind of insane. That's why he acted so
Oh, and then
goofy. Yeah,
yeah, I love that. I
yeah,
thought that werewolf Cap was just like a straight up alternate universe. Him, like
yeah.
I thought it was an
I
established.
think there is a Cap Wolf. I don't read that many comics, so I saw him, but I don't know what his actual backstory is. I just wrote up his backstory. Yeah, I'd have to look up what his deal is. Yeah. So have you
So
been watching anything lately, or anything you'd like to talk about?
stuff I've been watching. Um, hold on. I don't know why, but the movie Klaus just came to mind. It's really late for a Christmas movie, but like that was a really independent film, and
Oh,
I feel
I
like
love.
it.
I'm actually kind of an animation nerd, so I love Klaus. I waited until Christmas to watch.
Oh, nice. We watched it pretty early in December. I think we watched it when it first came. Netflix recommended it to us, and we were just like, sure, why not?
Yeah, that movie is amazing. It's so beautiful. I love how I watched an interview with the director. His goal was not to bring back 2D, but to actually blend 2D and 3D. And I also just love the villains in that. They're just boomers.
Mm-hmm. What I've been watching. Uh, I'm trying this new series that Netflix just put out called Luna Nera,
Okay.
and I kind of like it, but it's one of those foreign ones. The dub, the lip, it doesn't match up, so it's hilarious to me. So I can't take this show seriously as like
Oh,
a horror thing, like it kind of wants to be.
well, how bad are we talking? Are we talking like 70s anime, like those old Gundams and stuff, like those old dubs?
It's just a straight up. They do their best.
Yeah.
it's live action. So what do you just go?
I,
Like you change the script around to match.
I can't wait. I read their. I haven't watched this since it was on 4Kids, so I never did watch the best version of it. But they're apparently making a live action One Piece, and I think it's going to be horrific.
Oh man, yeah. The rubber man effect better.
If it's as good as the 2004 Fantastic Four movie, I think it'll be better than what I'm picturing in my head.
Oh yeah.
Because I think if they do that wrong, it's going to be like nightmare fuel.
Mhm.
Because I know for a fact that none of their animated, I think there's even that meme on it that none of Netflix like adaptations ever like do good.
Uh, yeah. Speaking of horrific CGI, the new Sonic movie's coming out.
Oh yeah,
Is it soon? I thought it was February. Darn it! I should have checked.
yeah. I know it got delayed when they redesigned it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I know it's coming out soon-ish, and it's kind of on topic.
yeah.
I don't know.
So
Are you
I'm
gonna? Are
not
you
like
gonna?
I'm not a Sonic fan, but I wanted to actually kind of see that. It looks like it might be a little funny with Jim Carrey. I kind of want to see the version
Oh
with the
God,
old, how Jim Sterling describes it, Sonic the Man-Hog.
Sonic the Man-Hog.
Yeah, that's a
Yep, that's
Podquisition joke. Yeah.
man. The redesign looks just so much better.
Hold on.
Like it's still good, but it's so much.
I'll make this
Um,
our like I don't know, screensaver or whatever when I post the video of this podcast. But I'm going to upload a picture an artist friend of mine did. Give me 1 second.
oh yeah.
Yeah, hold on. He did it when the original
Wait,
design came out. Here, I posted the image.
that's beautiful.
Yeah,
That's gonna
yeah,
be our background.
yeah. It works. It's on topic.
That. Yep. That's hilarious. I'm good with
Yeah. That
it.
is done by my friend, thatonecat. He has a web series known as Choose Your Class. If you're into like, actually D&D or like, he's gonna hate me for saying this, Anthro characters, but they're a bunch of cats, so they're Anthro characters. Yeah, so
Cool.
I would check out his stuff.
Maybe a link in the description.
Oh yeah, there'll be a link in the description for anything we mention that I can find anyway.
Oh, good luck trying to find Kenshi no Tamaki.
Yeah, I'll try my best.
Uh,
It might just be a link to the Netflix page. If you can still do that.
it's not on Netflix. It's nowhere. Good luck.
I'm sure there's a
Started it
Wikipedia
and found
article at least.
Huh?
I'm sure there's at least one Wikipedia article.
All right, do it.
We'll see. So yeah. Let me think. I haven't been watching too much new. Waiting for Brooklyn Nine-Nine to come back.
Okay.
Big fan of that. Have you ever seen that, Scarlett?
No, I never have.
It's a comedy show about a bunch of cops in Brooklyn. It starts Andy Sandberg, Lonely Islands. You might know him from. Okay, yeah, I would give it a check out if you ever see it. It's on Hulu.
Oh, then yeah, I can definitely check it out.
Yeah, I don't know. I would. You could probably just start in any season. They're all mostly self-contained stories. There's a couple like recurring characters.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna do it for this podcast, but I had to wait for some financial things to get sorted out. I'm gonna get Verb and start watching My Hero again.
Oh yeah, My Hero Academia is so good. I need to finish. I just fell off the bandwagon. I can't explain. It's still good.
Yeah, see, I haven't watched any of season 3 yet. I mean, I could watch. It's
Oh
on
really?
Hulu for some reason, but it's one of those weird things where it's one of the few animes I've watched dubbed, not subbed. I mean, other way around. Sorry. So.
Oh, you watched it done.
I watched it subbed. I got that backward.
Oh, well,
So I prefer the Japanese voice actors
yeah,
to the
I
English.
love the Japanese voice, but I'm watching it dubbed for just it makes things easier.
Yeah. So for future reference, I'm really bad with names. With like just in general. So you know the ball character?
Oh, that's okay. So am I.
Yeah. You know the pervy ball character? The purple guy?
He's not bald. He's got balls for hair.
I said balls, not bald.
Oh.
Yeah. Uh, so
Yeah,
I
balls.
saw a clip of the English one. I did not think it was possible to make him any worse, but they found a way. They gave him like this weird Urkel voice.
Weird Urkel. There.
Oh.
That's our type. That's our type. Weird Urkel.
Okay. Speaking, this actually goes back to something you mentioned earlier. Speaking of Scooby-Doo, did you know they came out with a new Scooby-Doo where they have guest stars like that old one? Like the Harlem Globetrotters? Like
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I saw a clip of it the other day, and I couldn't figure out why they would do this. Like, because I think it's on Boomerang, but here, I'm going to post it.
Hey, you're those famous teenage mystery solvers. I'm a huge fan. Fred, you caught the beast of Swamptown. Daphne, you trapped the monster of Creepsburg. Velma, your glasses correct your lazy eye and your astigmatism. Shaggy, you wear a green shirt. And Scooby, you're a dog.
Oh, he knows everything about us.
Okay. This is a modern
I remember
Scooby.
the old version of that show.
Yeah.
Oh, and guess who? Wow, Urkel.
Why would they put Urkel in a new Scooby-Doo? If they were making it for people our age, I'd understand it. And it's, I can't ever pronounce this right. It's the actual actor voice acting him. And it's the actual character.
Oh, really?
Yeah, go ahead, listen to the clip.
Oh, just play it?
Yeah, it's a short
Okay.
little like clip they made for like promo. It's not long. So, I love how they draw him. That's how I would imagine Urkel would have been drawn in Scooby-Doo in like, I don't know when that show came out, the 80s or 70s. Not Family Matters.
Yeah, it's well done. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
That's great. Who else do they have?
Let me see. I know they had some basketball guy. They had that weird dude from the original Office from UK. That kind of dry humor guy. Let me see. I'm just gonna Google guest.
Oh, I can picture him. I can picture him in my head. I can reach out and touch his face. Oh man, what's his name?
Yeah.
I can.
Let me see.
He's an atheist.
Yeah.
He does this kind of humor a lot, where it's awkward but it's British, and there's a lot of pauses, and you just sit there and you suffer through. What's his name?
I'm looking.
I was really
I'm just
hoping
looking
I
on
would come up
YouTube
with
right
a
now. I
better
might
name.
have to Google, but let's see. I see Batman, so I guess they're repeating that. Magilla Gorilla? Really?
Magilla Gorilla? Wow.
Yeah. Wonder Woman? That's kind of neat.
Wonder Woman, that figure.
Circle. Whoopi Goldberg? How the hell did they get Whoopi Goldberg? Weird Al doesn't surprise me. The Funky Phantom? I don't know who that is.
Ricky Gervais.
Yeah, Ricky. I just found him too.
Man, that's bad. We should feel bad.
Oh, I mean, I would take the chance to.
I'm just bad.
I would take the chance to be on Scooby-Doo. I swear.
Yeah, so would I.
I know this isn't to this show, but I actually saw a few months back that they made a Scooby-Doo meets Bobby Flay like straight to DVD thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Who's Bobby Flay?
Bobby Flay's is one of the best best celebrity chefs anyway.
Oh really?
Yeah, he's a big like Food Network chef.
What's his dish? Does
Oh
he
man,
have
I don't
a
know.
dish?
He can do everything.
Does he?
he has
He
a
should
show.
have
Yeah,
like one dish. Every chef should have like one dish that that they just
yeah,
that's like their dish, and that's the one they do.
yeah. I mean, that's a little bit of a stereotype as a professional chef, but I do have like it's basically Cuban bread steak. I unfortunately have trouble pronouncing it, but
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I was totally kidding. I wasn't.
Oh yeah, no, I just thought because I thought you were asking because I was a chef, but
No, 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 no. I was just going off on a.
yeah. Bobby Flay, I don't know
do
what
that
his
a lot.
signature would be. He has a show, honestly, it's called Beat Bobby Flay. It's like Iron Chef, but
Right.
you have to beat him. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. You see that new Scooby
I
Doo
was
movie coming out? You'll go back to that? That weird CGI
Oh,
looking
the
one?
new. Yeah, I don't know anything about. Like, I'm a big animation nerd, but I guess I'm not really into chess.
Yeah, a lot of the newer movies coming out don't look great. This one looks interesting. I don't like the style they chose for it, but if the description's anything, I think it might be interesting. It's
The movie's called Scoob, the one that's coming out soon,
yeah.
and gotta say the CGI looks better.
Yeah,
Man, I hate the old CGI
yeah.
for especially the first Scooby Doo movie.
Oh yeah, the
It's
first one's
like
really
some
bad.
Five Nights at Freddy's shit.
Yeah. They're still making a Five Nights at Freddy's like movie, but it's actually gonna be like fully like animatronics and like puppets and like traditional props. So I'm actually interested in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
Yeah, if
know.
it's gonna be done traditionally, then it helps.
Yeah,
But they also they lost the race because some other studio put together
yeah, I know that was a big
kind of
debacle.
like Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, what was that? The Banana Splits movie?
Yeah,
Yeah, see what I read
which
was.
still just cracked me. It cracked me up because like I grew up and I actually watched some of the Banana Splits at like 5 in the morning.
Oh
So
yeah, I
like
remember that Boomerang used to play that at like 5 in the morning.
yeah, so like I kind of know those characters, and
They're
now
weirdly
they're
they're Hanna-Barbera characters,
yeah, exactly.
which actually is going back to with the Scooby movie. It's not apparently just gonna be Scooby. It's gonna be like every old Hanna-Barbera character teaming up like Avengers.
No way. So it's gonna be like a Laugh Olympic.
Yeah, I think they have like Captain Caveman confirmed. Manila Gorilla's in it. Who else? I think they have some like B team ones like God, what was that one? Thundar the Barbarian, I think his name was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know in the trailer they showed the Blue Falcon, which I only know because it was referenced occasionally in like Dexter's lab and stuff.
Oh right.
Yeah. He has that weird talking robot dog.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dynamite.
Yeah, Dino Mutt. Yeah, so
Wow.
are you a horror fan?
And Dick Dastardly. Dick Dastardly.
Oh, Dick
is
Tast. I love Wacky Racists.
yeah.
So,
It's some good.
I try to occasionally, it doesn't obviously work, and please don't do this, but I try to occasionally, like, steer the Discord into getting party members to do things in Dice Funk. And I really, really wanted
Oh
that.
really? What have you
Like,
done?
I'm actually responsible for the vor thing. I wasn't actually purposely trying to do it. I just kind of said, oh, hey, can Cordelia, like, vor people because she's a giant snake? And Laura, like, ran with it.
That's disgusting. I'm hilarious.
Yeah, I wasn't even trying
no,
to.
I'm not hilarious. I I find it hilarious. I'm trying to. I can't think of the word.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Ignore me. Well, I struggle trying to think of words.
Yeah.
That
And just for the fact, if anyone's listening, I'm not trying to gaslight
Humble
Dice
brag.
Funk. I'm kind of just joking. I just like certain things. Like, if I was running Dice Funk, this is how I would like to do it. But anyway, during Season 6, when they were having that race for the Life Diamond, I really, really wanted them to do, like, a Wacky Races intro for that.
Oh yeah, that
I was really hoping, because everyone on the Season 6 box was really, like, on board with that.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I don't think they could get the rights to the music, but you know.
I don't think they have. I just want him to do the announcer voice, if you get what I mean.
Oh yeah, that would work.
I mean, they've
Or
played
just have
copyrighted
them,
music
like-
before. They played, like, I think Stuck in the Middle with you.
Really?
Yeah, they were recreating the scene from Reservoir Dogs. I don't remember what season that. Yeah, but so that one was funny, because I wasn't purposely even trying to get. I can't believe that sparked with Lauren.
Yeah. That's pretty great that she picked up on that. I'm
Yeah.
kind of jealous.
Yeah, so it's backfired before. I very much shipped JJ the Weasel with Sasha, you know, Austin's character, or Sarah, I can't remember her name right now, from Shard Point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I think that made, and I always feel bad about this, I think it made Skitch uncomfortable. So in the last episode of Shard Point, Austin changed his character. So that joke would stop happening.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they never said it directly, but I always felt I might be responsible for that and felt bad.
Well, I guess we might find out.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway.
I've mentioned it to Skitch once or twice because I've talked to him, but he's never actually confirmed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet it was just something behind the scenes that we don't know about. Who knows? So,
Yeah.
what's next on the docket? We talked about stuff that we've watched. We've talked about Dice Funk a ton. We talked about...
Let me see if I can find the articles. Unfortunately, my notes got messed up recently, but I read an article the other day that they're...
I can't find them.
Yeah, here we go. They are rebooting Digimon. Are you ever a fan of Digimon?
Watched some of Digimon Adventure. That's it. Always wanted to get into it. It always seemed the monsters always seemed cooler than Pokemon.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think because the games aren't quite as accessible, like I don't even know where to start with a Digimon. I'd have to do research on like what Digimon game to buy.
Yeah, I bought one
with Pokemon,
called...
you can. Oh, I was just gonna say, like with Pokemon, there's 2 versions, and it's the same every generation, and that helps with the brand. And Digimon doesn't really have that.
Yeah.
But that's coming from someone who does. So that's just me as an outsider, my perspective of why Digimon isn't as popular as Pokemon.
Yeah, I tried buying I have one, it's called like Cyber Sleuth or something. But it's
Cyber
not...
Sleuth?
Yeah, it's not as good. I was buying it because I wanted to play some Pokemon, but I don't really own like any kind of Nintendo console. I played Sun and Moon, but I got rid of my 2DS, so...
Oh, gotcha.
Plus, I heard Sword and Shield
we
had
still
some
have
problems.
What had some problems?
Sword and Shield, the Switch one.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, Lauren's really big into them, and because I've always listened to the Podquisition like every week, so like every week she's always complaining. She loves the game, but she's always complaining about it. Yeah, so remind me, Adventures is the one where they fuse with Digimon, I think. Let me Google that.
Yeah. The only Digimon I really remember is Renamon.
Oh, yeah. Okay, not a furry, but did have a crush on Renamon.
Oh.
Yeah, when I was younger. Oh no, Adventures is the first one. Yeah,
Alright, so Adventures is the first.
Yeah, so
That
they're
means
rebooting that. I'm not exactly
what?
sure if it's gonna be, because I know they made a continuation movie later.
Yeah. Well, okay. What does it say about the reboot? It's gonna be the same character,
Yeah,
but it's in modern day.
yeah, I think
So I wonder
so.
if they're changing up the character designs at all to be more, or if it's just gonna be the same exact character design.
I don't know. Those characters didn't even look like they were from the '90s, most of them. So let me see. I'm reading through the article now. Sorry, guys, we didn't do more research on this. It's still our first episode. Yeah, it seems like it's the same plot, except it's set in 2020 now. The Roaring Twenties, I
I
guess.
wonder how much they'll actually change things.
Yeah, I don't know, cause they don't really go to the real world for most of that series. I know in like future Digimon they do, but
So what do you think of Disney?
Disney Plus,
Yeah.
I haven't tried it personally yet. I think the only thing on there that I would want is The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
In
I
school.
like Star Wars, but I'm not a huge enough fan to like pay the extra subscription fee for just The Mandalorian.
It is good, but yeah. So far, I feel like Disney Plus is.
I'd be interested to watch some of the old like Disney afternoon shows I used to watch, like Darkwing and all that.
Yeah, they have Darkwing, they have DuckTales, but they don't have a lot of the episodes. They're missed quite
Yeah.
a few episodes from several different shows, or they'll be playing them out of order, which messes with,
Oh,
uh,
oh yeah. So,
like
sorry.
sometimes it doesn't happen very often. There will be like a B plot that gets referenced in an A plot, but
Yeah.
if it's out of order, you don't get.
So, I listened to an animation podcast called What a Cartoon, um, and they've mentioned quite a few times one of my favorite series, the '90s Spider-Man. That's all out of order.
Right.
I think the first episode is that they have on the list is Return of Venom. So it's like a return episode for Venom, who like gets set up like in the second season, if I remember that correctly.
I don't think it was Return of Venom when we played.
I don't know. This was a while
Uh,
ago.
it was the not the scorpion. It was the lizard for the episode with the lizard
Okay, I still
where
think that might be
Spider-Man.
out of order because I think they established Dr. Connors before the lizard shows up for a while. I don't. It's been a while since
Really?
I've rewatched it.
Wow. That's yeah. I know X-Men Evolution. It's serial. I don't know what the word for it.
Yeah, continuous. I think.
How? Yeah. Continuity. Lost
Yeah,
its continuity because of this. I don't know. It sucks.
yeah. I don't.
It'd be easy to fix it too. Just switch. Uh,
Yeah, so like The Simpsons, because a lot of people can complain about this. Simpsons used to have its own streaming network when it was owned by Fox, and they had a big debacle because they didn't put the original 4x3, like when for the smaller TVs, and they fixed it for that streaming service. But when they put on Disney Plus, they just didn't think to implement those fixes, and now it's back to the other ones. Which
oh, okay.
yeah, which doesn't
I
maybe
don't
seem
really
like a
get
big.
what the problem was.
Well, see, the deal is they blow it up, and when you blow it up, you see things that you weren't supposed to see. So there's a bunch of like gags in the background of Simpsons that don't make sense if you blow it up.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, you have to be kind of a Simpsons nerd to get why that's an issue. But
It's good to know. Now I know that there's issues with The Simpsons too.
yeah, well, they're fixing that because Simpsons fans are very vocal. Yeah. So I think you mentioned that you wanted to talk about BoJack. I think when we were talking, I've only seen maybe one or two episodes of that.
Yeah, we can talk about just the fact that it ended. I don't really want to spoil anything for anyone.
Yeah, okay.
Uh,
Like I said, I've only seen two episodes, and I think they're very old. So don't think it would spoil anything.
Well, BoJack had 6 seasons. Kind of ended abruptly, in my opinion. It seems like they needed another season to really wrap things up.
Hmm. Now there was a spin-off series, right, with 2 bird chicks I heard about that got canceled like on its 2nd season.
First season, it released its first season, and that was it. They
Yeah, I
were
heard
gonna
that
get
was pretty
renewed,
good.
and then it was good, but it wasn't as good as BoJack.
Ah,
Like, Chuka and Birdie is what
yeah.
it's called, and it's good, but it's more of just a straight up cartoon. It's more of what I thought BoJack Horseman was going to be when I first started watching BoJack. But BoJack is more. It does a lot more in terms of plot structure and character development.
Yeah. I think I'll try to describe one of the episodes I watched. And I apparently, because I've talked to one friend about it before, I think it's a pretty important episode to it.
Okay.
The only episode I saw that I can remember is that I guess BoJack was an actor in the 80s, and that's what we washed up. But so the episode revolves around him going to see a friend that got outed as gay, and he didn't stand up for him. The show booed him off because he was gay in the 80s. But
Yeah, that's a very important episode.
yeah. Yeah, that
I'm guessing it's not really your thing.
no, it was very interesting, very well done. It's just very depressing.
Yep. It's a really bad show.
And I think also it's probably like Rick and Morty, but I didn't like BoJack, especially for all that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. But then again, I imagine BoJack is just like Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty. You're not supposed to like him. I hate people that like idolize him.
Yeah, I think everybody hates people who idolize. And I like Rick, but he's not a good person.
Yeah, it's the same. Sorry, we keep bringing it back to Dice Funk, but it's the same with like Cordelia. Cordelia's not a good person, but she's funny.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I still need to see the new episodes they released of that. I know they did.
Oh, wait, of what?
Oh, sorry, of Rick and Morty.
Yeah, I need to see the new episode. I kind of fell off the bandwagon. I should care more because like I got pre-show hyped for that show like before it came out. I was hyped for it,
Yeah,
and then
me
it came
too.
out and it turned into this huge thing, and I felt like, holy shit! Like I actually knew something that was cool before it was.
Oh, I was the exact
It'll
same way.
never happen again.
Because I've said I was the exact same way. Because I used to love really bad web animations. So I stumbled. The predecessor to Rick and Morty's is called Dark Marty and Morty, I think.
Right.
Yeah, it's these weird little scribbles.
That you know that.
And it's just Rick. It's just Doc Brown and Marty from Back to the Future.
Yeah, it's pretty funny for what it is.
Yeah, there's one I love. I guess it's a promotion for another comic he did or his friend did. It's called Scud, the Disposable Assassin. But there's a bit I always used to quote for my with my one friend because we loved it. It's the whole time they were saying it's a fictional comic book, and then they find the actual character Scud, and it's just Morty like freaking out and yelling Scud is real. I'm not doing it justice.
Oh.
Maybe if I can figure out how to, I'll edit in the clip.
Oh, it's real!
Scud is real, Marty. It's real.
No, it's not just a comic book. Oh, God, it's real.
Get ready. The whole world's gonna die, Marty, because Scud is real, Marty. It's real.
I can't believe it's real.
Scud is real, Marty.
It's real.
So, I guess we can finish off the podcast because we've been going for a little bit. Since we've been talking about streaming services, you think the bubble's gonna pop soon on that?
Oh, definitely. I don't think people can stand many more streaming, especially not big ones.
Yeah.
Like, I think Disney Plus was the last really nice one. And then there will be a couple others that come out after this.
Yeah, I think
Kind of interesting.
I'm afraid they're just gonna end up becoming like a cable package, which is ironic because that's the thing they're killing.
Yep.
Like, I want to see that new Star Trek Picard show, but I'm not paying CBS $5 just for that show.
Right. Good that you
Yeah.
have principal. I'd probably pay $5 for that show.
Well, maybe it depends. Some of them I have like kind of shitty like exit clause and kind of, you get what I mean?
Oh, really?
Some of the ones I've seen, but again, I've looked at more like obscure ones. Some like you can't resubscribe for 6 months, or they try to sucker you into buying a year instead of a. I had an issue with that once where they had me sign up accidentally for a year instead of just like a month.
Oh, that's always frustrating. So
Yeah.
then they charged you like $60 for a year.
Yeah, this one was like 110. It was like you could see like new, like almost brand new movies. It was like Movie Pass, but like digitally. I can't remember the name of it right now. Yeah, because I will do that thing. I'll like subscribe for like just a month when I know every show is back on there. That's what I do with Netflix usually. Yeah, I always have Hulu because I
Every
have.
once in a while you pop on, watch what's there.
Yeah, I like Hulu and Amazon Prime. I get free because Hulu comes with Sprint, and then I always have Amazon Prime.
Oh, yeah.
I don't watch much on Amazon Prime, actually.
Yeah, there's not much there. Tried Lore, but Lore wasn't good.
I've been meaning to check out that show called The Boys. but-
Oh, yeah, it's supposed to be good.
Yeah,
Should have watched that one. Well,
yeah. I think Lore is based off a podcast, right?
yep, and the podcast is really good.
Yeah, I used to listen to it a long time ago.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, when I first got into podcasts. I first got into podcasts like 2015 when I used to have to commute to college.
Yeah, we still listen to it.
Yeah, I should get back on there. My big one now is like for that kind of stuff is called Chilluminati. It's run by Jesse Cox, if you know who that is. Oh, he's a gaming personality.
Oh,
So is there anything you'd like to discuss before we finish up here?
let's discuss football. Let's not. Never mind. It was just the first thing that came to me.
Sorry, did you say football?
Yeah, I did.
I'm not a huge
Sorry, I actually
football
don't
fan,
like
but yeah, we can discuss it if you'd like.
No, I was kidding.
Okay, yeah. Because I didn't even watch the game. I think my dad told me I guess spoilers. I imagine everyone would know this. The Chiefs won, I think, yesterday.
Oh, yeah. I don't think it's spoilers for the Super.
I don't know. Just a lot of people complaining.
The whole point is to find out who.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. You think that's a good
I
place
think
to?
that's it.
Okay. I guess we'll wrap up. Thank you for watching. I know this was a little disconjointed. We'll try our best with the next
Little
episode.
rough.
Yeah. We'll try our best next time to try to get more coherent and do more research. This kind of came together last minute. We had a few cancellations and plans change on us. Anyway.
Yeah, works out.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for listening, and we will see you next time.